What is going on, members of the Shy Guys squad and NBA fans alike? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, your head coach of the Roseradenborg in the Nitro Battle Association's 5th season. This is week 7, I do believe, of the Nitro Battle Association, like I just mentioned. So let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this was week 8. Never mind. I'm being a dum-dum. But yeah, this is week 8 up against the Santiago Suicunes and Neil and his Santiago Suicunes, there we go, and Snowcune. And at the current moment of week 7, Neil finds himself in a position where he is currently 4-3 with a +3 differential, and his team goes as follows. So he has on his roster Kyurem-Black, Rotom-Wash, Ferrothorn, Entei, Donphan, Mega Beedrill, Aromatisse, Sock, Spiritomb, Swellow, Cryogonal, and Pikachu Bell. And you guys know my roster, but if you do not, I will go through it with you guys real quick. We have Tornadus-Therian, Raikou, Sylveon, Mamoswine, Mega Blastoise, Zelf, Excelgor, Virizion, Registeel, Sandslash, Dusknoir, and Flareon. So without further ado, this is a post-narrated live Wi-Fi battle. I've seen a couple people do it, and I wanted to give it a try. You guys can also hear the song in the background. I'm not going to change it. It's just going to be the same one. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but screw it. You guys can live. So, my boy Neil here, he brought himself Entei, Rotom-Wash, Kyurem-Black, Mega Beedrill, Ferrothorn, and Swellow. So all of his like his top 6, instead of Donphan, he brought Swellow. So interesting choices on his part there, and as you can see, the Kyurem-Black has no item. Now, excuse me for a moment as I do this. Had to cough, sorry about that. But I did not notice this during team previews. I was just like, oh shit. But here we go, you guys are going to take a quick look at my team. We got Azelf here with Psyshock, Dazzling Gleam, Fire Blast, and Energy Ball. Expert Belt, we got an Aqua Jet and Blastoise. We got Virizion. I'm going in this way too fast, you know what, screw it. We got Choice Scarf Chaser, we got Kebia Berry, Sylveon, and a Aqua Berry Registeel. So you know that is the squad, and I'm thinking about leading here with Azel, because it seems to be a very nice lead against his team. Very effective, and that is going to be the squad. Now, I will move it over to the second screen, and I will explain to you guys a bit more in depth of my thought process into this game. So, Neil is issuing a challenge, and he leads with Rotom, and I'm sitting here thinking, Energy Ball is going to do a solid chunk. It has a chance to bring it down to like 5%, which basically eliminates this thing. So I kind of want to do that. Turn 1, just bop this thing. Energy Ball would be very nice. And I was looking up how much it would do, and he proves to be a Berry Rotom-Wash. So very nice prep on my opponent's part. Very interesting, but very nice prep. As he goes for a Volt Switch, and that is going to do a huge chunk. Like it did, I think it did like 60 points of damage. I know his elf is very frail, but that's still a lot of damage. Still looks to be uninvested though, because like mentioned, his elf is really frail. Which is unfortunate, but he decided he's going to Volt Switch, and he's not quite sure what to switch into. And I'm thinking, Ferrothorn, Kyurem. No, he goes to Swallow, called Swallow. And it's the shiny one, which is bad. I don't like it. But he gets the Toxicorp, so I definitely know his guts, and U-turn is probably going to be his play, like his choice here. So I'm just going to go withdraw and go into my Registeel, as I think that is going to be the most, it's going to be the best switch into his team, as he doesn't really have a lot for it. And he does, oh my god, what just happened there? Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry, guys. But he just went for a U-turn. We're good, hopefully, we're good. He goes for a U-turn that does nothing, and once again, I didn't really notice how much it did. Oh god, I'm tired as well. I'm really sorry about the lack of quality for this one, guys. When he sends in Dog, which is the intent, I'm thinking, I'm not afraid of this thing. Not at all. I have T-Wave and an Ocberry. I've invested myself. This thing's gonna go for Sacred Fire or Flare Blitz. Let it go for Sacred Fire or Flare Blitz. And he's debating here what I'm going to do. And he thinks I'm going to switch out, so he sets up a Calm Mind. Now, this definitely brought some suspicion to my eyes and into my brain and stuff, and letting me process what is going on. So he's a special Entei, which could mean that this man has Solar Beam from Blastoise as an opportunity. But for right now, my main goal with Registeel is to get up my rocks and, you know, like paralyze him and get up my rocks. That is my main goal right now, because his team does not like it. With Kyurem-Black around, with Kyurem around, as well as the Beedrill and the Entei and the Swellow, his team does not really appreciate rocks. So I wanted to get those up, and as you guys could see, I sponged a +1 flamethrower from Entei because of my Ocberry. And I'm thinking here, I could swap out into Blastoise. I could possibly go into Torn even, because Torn can take a hit. But the thing is, he's +1, so it's going to be a bit tricky to wear it down. Not exactly sure. I was sitting here baiting. Some of these plays took a very long time because I had to calc some stuff. And I figured like Registeel would be nice to save for a little bit. I want to kind of lower down the volume a little bit more. Is that possible? I could always do this. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. But yeah, so I'm sitting here debating what is my switch into this +1 Entei, and what I'm going through right here in my head, I'm thinking, can I go into Sylveon? Can I go into Blastoise? Or like, what would be the most optimal thing for me to switch into? I kinda think that in the future I should not do these like this. Even though I like this, I'm not sure if it's my suit style. But I'm thinking, do I go Blastoise? Do I go Sylveon? And I think at the end of the day I decided to go Blastoise, because it scares out most of his team, and I was like curious to how much I took from everything. And he gets fully paralyzed, and I was sitting here thinking, like, I mean, I did go for T-Wave for a reason. I didn't try to slow you down. I tried to make sure you didn't move. And Neil, I am sorry, but I'm not sorry. There's a reason why I clicked Thunder Wave. There's a reason why it's still busted. For as long as X, Y, and Aura S is a meta game. I mean, it's gonna be pretty busted in Sun and Moon too. Let's be real. It's still the yellow color. And here I'm just like, do I want to Mega Evolve and just click Scald? Or do I want to Mega Evolve and click Aura Sphere, expecting him to switch out into something like the Ferrothorn? And I think I decided here to go for a Aura Sphere, expecting either the Kyurem or the Ferrothorn to come out. But he did not make that play. He instead decided to stay in as a go for an Aura Sphere. That does 30%, and he gets fully paralyzed again. And the reason he stayed in is because he has Power Herb Solar Beam. He told me in Steam, we were both on Steam while this game was going on, and he told me that he had Power Herb Solar Beam. And I mean, I'm lucky, I'm bad. That's just how it goes. Like there's nothing more you can really do about that. But that's just how it is. So he told me, what does it say here? What does it say? Had Power Herb Solar Beam, but okay then, lol. And I just respond, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because I went for T-Wave for a reason, and there you have it. This is why they say that Thunder Wave wins games, and I totally agree. In Gen 6, Thunder Wave definitely wins games, as it is really easy to just click it, and then completely shut down a Pokemon. Burn might shut down physical attackers. Freeze can, of course, get out of Toxic and shut down walls, but Thunder Wave completes, it gives your opponent the complete, advantage, as you are now a lot faster than it, and you have the chance to not move. So it switches into Rotom here, and I'm thinking, okay, I mean, I could click Toxic, or I could click Aura Sphere, just to do some damage and scout out what type. And here I lost connection to my capture card, and I was like, oh my god, holy shit, no. But it was very simple fix. Hopefully this won't be an issue in like a week or two. Because that would absolutely fucking suck, and I swear to god. But anyways, I stand in here and I'm thinking, Aura Sphere wouldn't be a bad play, as he's just going to probably Volt Switch out. I do not outspeed this thing. I could Aura Sphere on his switch into anything as nothing on the remainder of his team appreciated. Beedrill does not. And he goes for Pain Splits. I'm thinking, okay, cool. I mean, I see you wanted to get some free health and stuff. And this next play, I had a lot of thoughts going through my head when I made this next play that you guys are about to see. Also, that did a shit ton of damage. Jesus Christ, Blastoise, you're a monster. But here I'm thinking, I know he's going to Volt Switch. But I want to keep my Blastoise healthy, because I kind of need my Blastoise for the rest of his team. And I'm thinking, I kind of have this strong feeling, but there's the off chance that he wants to predict me, you know, and go for a Will-O-Wisp or something of the likes of that, as his last move is probably Will-O-Wisp or T-Wave or something like that. But I do, in the end, decide to switch in to my Tornadus-Therian. And some of you guys may be thinking, oh my god, Dan, you're absolutely insane. What the hell? But no, I have my reason for it, as I could take this actually very comfortably, unless he got a damn crit. And I was thinking, shit. And the reason also why I didn't swap into Virizion on the Volt Switch was because that invited in the Swallow. And going into Torn didn't as much as I could take a quick attack if I didn't get fucking critted. But I mean, I guess that is fair justice for me having his Entei fully paralyzed for like, what, 2 or 3 turns? I want you to know I did feel bad about it, but I'm not sorry, because it was my intention. So he's thinking, what does he go out into? And, spoiler alert, it is Swallow. I'm interested why it takes so long, though, because I never really understood why he took all this time to think about it. Like, his team was, very on paper. It was Rotom-Wash, Entei, Kyurem-Black, Mega Beedrill, Ferrothorn, and Swallow. He really didn't have a switch into this thing other than that, unless he wanted to reveal like a scarf, and since Kyurem-Black didn't even have an item. And he told me afterwards it was, like he told me after the game, that it was meant to be a Choppleberry. So, take a Focus Blast or Close Combat or something along the lines of that. Oh god, I'm really, really tired right now, and I don't know why. But here comes the Swallow, and he's going to take 24.9% of the rocks, and then he's going to take some toxic damage because Guts Toxic Orb. And I do not want to reveal that this thing is Scarf yet, because I'm sitting in the back of my mind, what if he Scarf Kyurem-Black? What if he Scarf Kyurem-Black? What if he Scarf Kyurem-Black? What do I do then? What do I do then? And seeing, you know, as I'm just sitting here like, you know what? Shit. So I am going to swap out to get my Regenerator, and I'm thinking Registeel is just an easy switch in here. That is my thought process. I'm thinking Registeel super easy switch. If he goes for U-turn, he goes for U-turn, but he's starting to lose switch-ins. Oh wait, no, I'm a bit ahead. Jesus. Sorry about that. I go into Sylveon because I can bait in the Beedrill, and I can deal with the Beedrill because even if he's adamant and adaptability, poison jab, and all that snazzy stuff that we do not like, he can do max to my set 115 to 136 points of damage, which is anywhere from 56 to 67%. And as you guys can see from my HP, I am at 165, so I'm clearly out of range from an adamant Mega Beedrill's poison jab, which means I am safe. And I can easily stay in and not have to worry about a single damn thing in the world. Now, Mega Beedrill is here. The threat has hit the field, which is terrifying, by the way. Jesus Christ, Mega Beedrill, you need to calm down, because this thing is scary. Like, if you don't have a team, like, if you don't have the right, like, check to it, like, you need offensive checks to this thing. Because counters are pretty hard to come by. You need, like, a really good steel type. And then this thing, as he expects me here to swap into Registeel, I'm assuming. He goes for the Drill Run, and I clicked Psyshock because I knew I could take as any hit from him, and I could just knock him out. And my plan succeeds, as I did 86 to 95% or something like that with my Psyshock. I don't remember the range, but it was guaranteed Oko after rocks anyways, so it was a bit situational, but my plan definitely worked out as I got my rocks up. So now he goes into Obelisk the Tormentor, as that is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, and I get it and I see it, and it's looking pretty crisp. Now, I can't switch into Kyurem. Are you mad? There is no switch into Kyurem. I'm sitting here like Hyper Voice and pray to God that he misclicks maybe or predict something. Nope. He goes for Iron Head and kills off Sylveon. And, you know, the thing about Sylveon here is every time it gets a kill, it also dies. The circle of life, I suppose, for Sylveon. But yeah, so Sylveon gets blown the hell back by Kyurem. I'm thinking, okay, what if he's Scarf? Yeah, he's locked into Iron Head? What if he's a berry? I'm faster than him. I can easily KO him from here with Virizion. Like, that shouldn't even be a problem here, as I have Stone Edge and Close Combat, so Kyurem shouldn't be an issue right now. I think I got this thing under check. At least that's what I'm, like, thinking right now. It should be a nice, easy swap into Virizion. I may have thought about, yeah, I did actually calculate Blastoise just to see how much a Bandit did or something like that. I don't exactly remember what I did at this timestamp. I may have looked into Azelf. That might have been a thing. Earth Power for Registeel. Hold on. Oh my god, my throat. There it is. A good old cough. Needed to get that out of my system because my throat was itching. Wow, I took a lot longer about this play than I expected. Did I do something? No. I was here. Was this when I was talking to him? No. Huh. I guess this might be the moment where I told him I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But I do end up going into Virizion. In the end, at the end of the day, I do go into Virizion, and I'm just thinking, I mean, where's his close combat switch? His Swallow takes it neutrally, and the things that are currently dead. Entei can scare this thing, and Mega Beedrill can scare this thing. Everything else is dead. Like, those two are dead, and everything else doesn't appreciate close combat. So I can very easily just click it. And I do. And goodbye. Goodbye, Kyurem-Black. Kyurem-Black. Black. So Kyurem falls. Kyurem goes down. No biggie, no worries. The bits of Varsity stayed in, but like he told me after the game that it was meant to be a Choppleberry to take a close combat from Virizion. So it was a good prep on his part. And now we're in that position that I was trying to talk about earlier. Every time Swallow comes in now, I have a free switch into Registeel, as Registeel does not care about this thing. It does not care about his Rotom-Wash, and it doesn't care about his Ferrothorn. So I can safely go into Steel Yo Girl. No biggie, no worries, as he goes for a U-turn this time. No, he goes for Brave. Oh, this is... Okay, I'm catching up. I remember what happened here. He goes for Brave Bird, right? And he takes me from 94 to 59, so he did jack shit. He did like 45 points of damage. And he's going to take Toxic and Recoil. Not that he got a lot of Recoil. But here I'm thinking, okay, let me just go for a... I think I just went for a Seismic Toss here. Pretty sure I just went for a Toss here. And then I think he went for a Defog? I think he went for Defog with his Swallow. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. Swallow gets Defog. It's prior to Gen 4, so... Yeah, he goes for Defog here, and I was like, oh... I guess that's okay. But I do end up Seismic Tossing in Registeel. Registeel of all Pokemon pick up a KO, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Why this abomination? Because, don't get me wrong. Oh god, I feel so bad for being so tired of this video, but don't get me wrong. I love Bruno. I love Steel Yo Girl. I like him, but I don't like using him. He's too passive. Like, he gets up rocks. Like, he's too predictable and too passive. And he gets a crit Hydro Pump. He lands the Hydro Pump, that's one thing, 80%. And then he crits it too. And the thing is, let me tell you, in the long run, in the long scheme of things, it didn't matter. Because he probably had more than 50 HP looking at that. That's like 50%. But that would be chip damage for my, Reggie could have gotten out if he didn't crit me, because I'm built to take, very Spadef, or actually my Roto. Well, the thing about my Registeel is it has some decent Spadef investment in it. If he got a high roll Hydro Pump, it didn't really matter, but the crit just kind of like assured that it may or may not have mattered. But outside of here, you know what? Screw it. Navi can come in. Energy Ball just knock your boy out. and he allows the Rotom to sack off as he can't really do a whole lot with it. He can't really do a whole lot with his last one either, but that's a Justice crit, even though that one didn't matter at all, because I think I did like 75 min. As he brings down Horny, the Ferrothorn, and I'm thinking, okay, Fire Blast, you know, it's Ferrothorn. What else am I going to do to it? So I do go for the Fire Blast here, but I'm thinking easy money, easy money. And he is an Aqua Berry, so, you know, all his berries, goddammit, he was going to be Chople, Rindo, and Aqua. And look at that damage, that's the Aqua Berry weekend Fire Blast. And Navi goes down to the power, whip, sad, not happy, angry. But you know, that's how it goes, you know, Navi finally got its first kill after now dying 5 times or something like that. I feel bad, I've really used Azelf pretty poorly this season. And then, you know, gotta wrap it up with the team captain, the one who is carrying the team on his back, on his cannons, on his shell. The Lord, the one, the only Aura Sphere, Sean, the Mega Blastoise, and a thump! And Horny drops. And you know what that means, guys? That means that your Roseradenborg has won 3-0 against Neil and his Santiago Suicunes. So, good game to Neil, and I probably won't format a video like this again. But the thing is, I have a question for you guys right now. And I genuinely need responses in the comments. I'm just waiting for the video to load. You know, because I gotta save that shit to get a nice screenshot for a thumbnail. But yeah, I need to ask you guys something. There we are. So, now that we're here, I need to ask you guys. Sun and Moon is just around the corner. With it coming out next weekend. And I would upload my match against the Toronto Tepigs, which is our next week's opponents, on the 19th, like that Saturday. But I don't know, do you guys want to see NBA at all anymore? Because it's still, like, the thing about it, here's the thing about NBA this season. Let me tell you, this is an ORAS formatted tournament, like a league. Week 9 happens the week that Sun and Moon comes out in the US. Week 10, which is the week I fight the Fresno Flygons in Manu, is the week that I get Sun and Moon. Week 11, all the way down to week 15, so this means that from here, we're now at week 9, so we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We have 7 weeks left of the NBA, plus potential playoffs, which is 1, 2, potential 3 more weeks. That's 10 weeks of NBA. Which means it won't be done until next year. Do you guys still want to see NBA on the channel? Or do we want it to put it to rest, and if we make it to playoffs, I can potentially upload those? Like, would you guys want that? Tell me what you guys feel like in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear you guys' response to this, because this is a kind of like a conflict for me. Because, personally, with me, I don't think it would be a good idea to upload ORAS content now, especially early Sun and Moon days. So, please let me know what you guys think of that. And, with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you think of this whole situation with the NBA and stuff. And subscribe if you're new. I also want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for the support on the my Sun and Moon my Pokemon Sun and Moon team video. Oh, because that thing blew off, and I never expected it to do that well. So again, thank you so much, guys. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome, or whatever. I don't do outros very well, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.